All right, Saggies, welcome to 2022. I know. Let's see where we go. Let's get a fresh, clean look at the year that's coming in. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So I'm going to put up these over the course of the next week for the year's prediction. If your sun sign doesn't resonate with you, check out your Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. Okay, as always. So feel free to swap around the characters. As always, I could be talking to a cross watcher. Just take from this what resonates and leave what doesn't. I invite you to come back at the end of next year and check out and see. Okay? So whatever comes through for you right now, let's see where we go. All right, Saggies. What's going on? Voyage of the Heart. I saw this when I was shuffling. Transformation. View from above. Wow. Okay. So for me, I'm looking at this and I'm feeling like, first of all, right away, you might have a Scorpio coming in, or you might be really dealing with massive transformation next year. You could be seeing things a lot more clearly, whatever's like clogging up your mind right now in 2021. It's like going into your heart is the thing that's going to change that. You might be too much up in your head right now about like, I don't know where I'm going and stuff like that. The answer is in your heart. I also feel like doing that opens you up to love. So there could be some love coming in for 2022. Let's see what's happening here. All right, let's see what's happening here. Yeah. Underneath is the Eight of Swords. I'm just going to lay it all out and then I'll talk you through it. Okay. Hermit. Five of Swords. King of Cups. Knight of Wands. Devil energy down here. The Sun. That makes me happy. Because you know I'm a Saggy, right? That makes me happy. Chariot underneath here. Two of Wands. Six of Wands. Death energy. Scorpio showing up again. Outcome is the Empress. Whoops, there you go. Glare. There we go. Okay. So right away, I like to do it this way for the year so I can just look at the whole reading and boy, have you had it tough for a little while. The Hermit and the Five of Swords, I feel like you just, in the past, this past year, you might have been very closed off to other people. And not because of what's going on in the world, but because just emotionally kind of closed off to people. And for 2022, I feel like you're making a decision about that. I feel like I am going to not let that hold me back. So if you've had some toxic partners in the past, you could have, been very codependent, trying to hold things together or trying to hold on to somebody or some situation that just wasn't yours to stay in. Okay. And that's all going away. It was really a pattern of toxicity, the Chariot energy and this Devil card. This is like the foundation of like how we got here. The Devil, this card in this position is how we got here. We got here because we had a closed mind about certain things, about like, some of you could even have felt with the Hermit energy, with you showing up as the Hermit energy, kind of like, I'm not worthy of love, or who would want me, or, something like that. Just like, okay, I'm just going to be alone. I'm just going to do my thing. Like, I'm not going to mess around with relationships anymore. They've been too hurtful. It's been really difficult. And what the universe is trying to say to you is, like, you're kind of coming out of your shell, which is so funny because we Saggies are all about like coming out of our shell, right? This is a Sag card, and it is about breaking free of things, transformation, breaking free of those kinds of mindsets, because you got Eight of Swords here underneath, And that's what's really been underpinning this whole situation, of a lack of self-worth, or a lack of just this dullness. Like nothing was really firing you up. Nothing was really interesting enough. Or you weren't going to make a commitment to something that was kind of half-assed. Okay. I do feel like what's coming is much, much more in alignment with how you would view adventure, excitement, but not like something that is irresponsible or anything like that. It's not like that. It's just like, ooh, this is cool. This is fun. I'm having a good time. This is joyful. Okay, whatever it is. And I do feel like you're overcoming it. You have made a decision to move away from an old toxic pattern, an actual decision. And I feel like that's because you have come in contact with your inner guru, your inner guide. You really have spent time thinking about this. What do I want now? Where am I going? What am I looking to create in my life? Much more purposefully, much more consciously, rather than allowing stuff to just happen, or like, oh, I'm manifesting this. Oh, la, 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 la. It's not, it's right, a little more random kind of feeling. This is more purposeful. And it's also coming from the heart. It's coming from, the transformation comes from the heart. The heart is the thing that's being transformed. King of Cups. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in the future. I see a lot here. I see Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, okay, Taurus, and Libra. That's a lot. That's a lot. I will look at all of those in the extended, okay? But what's cool about this is this is a timing card. Like in my readings, the 5th card of the reading is the timing card. Guess what? This is December 21st through January, through the mid part of January. So this is likely to happen in the beginning of the year. This is not something that's going to be, on down the road. I feel like you have already come forward so far, and I don't think you know how far you've come in your growth, in your deliberations, internal deliberations of what you wanting to create. So you've had a voyage of the heart in 2021. That's been something that's been very internal to you. So you might have been sitting around and thinking like, well, what do I want to create, or who do I want to bring in? Well, I sure as hell don't want to bring in that old tired pattern that I've always had. I sure as hell don't want to recreate any toxic patterns. I'm looking for total transformation. So this is in the hopes and fears place, which the hope is fully transformative choice. And because you have the 2 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, you're doing that. I do feel like right now what might be going on is that you're kind of like, come on, giddy up, let's go. Might be a little bit impatient. You also may be feeling a little bit of pressure to get out of your shell and to start making relationships or looking around. You might be starting to, joining a dating site or something like that. I feel like there's been things that haven't worked for you in the past. And maybe dating sites is one of those things. And so this is going to bring you into a new place. This is going to bring you into a place where you can see the path of how to create the new life or how to create the partnership. This is a love reading. I don't feel like this has much to do with your career or work. I will pull some cards around career and work in the extended though. I will. Okay. Because, for some of the other readings, career might show up and love, who knows, but, this looks like a love reading. It looks like you've been maybe focused a little bit too much on your work, and it's time to really come out of the shadows. It doesn't really happen that much with Sag. You guys aren't really in the shadows very much, but this has been an internal year. So this past year, one of the things we're learning in the numerology class that I'm going to be teaching at the end of December, or at the beginning of December of 2021, is about universal years and your personal year. So 2021 is a 5-year, right? 2, plus 2 plus 1, right? 2021, add those up. It's a 5 year. So this has been a transformative transition kind of year for a lot of us, right? It's a universal 5. Moving into 2022, 222, 3 2s, my darling, is a 6 year, and a 6 year is the Lover's card. A 6 year is about choices that you're making. So the transitional year has been more about you thinking internally, coming to terms with old patterns and what you've wanted to create or what you have created in the past. Now you're moving into a Lover's year, right? 2021 is a Lover's year. It's a choice year for all of us. In the class, I teach you how to understand your personal year. So because you're born at the end of the year, there's 2 ways of understanding your personal numbers, the personal year. You can look at it calendar to calendar. So really December to December. How is that different from a January to December? But whatever, right? So your personal year is your birthday, your birthday. So December 9th is my birthday. 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 9. And then the year 2022. Okay, so that's a 6. So you add those 3 plus 9 plus 6, and that is your personal year. So my 9 and 9 is 18. It's a 9 year for me. Okay, and so 9s are about completion of patterns. So you do your own personal year, and then you look at what the universal year. So it could be, for me, a completion of patterns around love. Love is the 6 year, the universal year is a 6 year. So it can be about completions of patterns around love. And especially I'm thinking that for you guys because the outcome is the Empress. And the Empress is Venus. So we're completing old patterns of toxicity around, or around just like internal machinations of trying to understand who you are more, becoming your own guru, becoming your own shaman, and learning what really makes you happy. Okay, so because this is happening in this Capricorn time, as you're moving into the year, this is the transition time. It's not going to be in June or next December. It's going to be right at the beginning of the year when you get to make this shift into, make a choice about love and about, I want to create love in my life. I do feel like because Venus is the outcome, that's on track. So you're like kind of, you're creating that, and then that vibration in the numerology of the year is supportive of that, right? It's supportive of love coming into your life. And I really see that with this 6 of Wands, the victory of love coming into your life, and this very big transition. So even if you've had a year that has been kind of, something that you have really liked, something that we're not always, when we talk about transition, we aren't always talking about moving away from crap towards something that's great. Okay. And that can be hard when something has been really good, right? Like, oh, I don't really want to. So does that mean if I'm in a place that's really good, that means I'm transferring into something bad? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means a shift, a change. Okay. And you have some role to play in this. And that's what's being asked of you here, which is to really ground yourself in your own beliefs, your own decisions about where you want to go, being your own shaman, being your own decision maker about what joy is for you. And based on your heart, voyage of the heart, you can look and see like, okay, what do I want to bring into my life? I really want to bring in Venus. I really want to bring in Venus. Okay. So that's what's coming. We are gonna, and I love that it's at the beginning of the year with this timing card here. It could be someone who's a Virgo or a Capricorn, a water sign. I definitely see Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces here, right here. If it's a water sign, it might be someone from the past because these are all past cards here, right? And the King of Cups somebody could have changed. A water sign from the past could have really changed. All right. So we'll look at the water sign. Also coming up, the Leo energy and Taurus and Libra with that Empress card. So we'll take a look at those in the extended. Lovely, lovely reading. Okay, this feels like a turning point here. Okay, Sagittarius, Congratulations. Be ready for some big change in the beginning of the year. If you want to go deeper into this reading, you are welcome to. The link is below. Sagittarius for 2022. I will see you over there.